Reservations booked across the city, candlelight behind every door. Girls in heels stepping out of taxis like they've been loved before. I put on the dress you used to like just to walk around the room. Funny how a heart can break without making any noise at all. Phones lighting up like constellations, mine stays midnight blue. I try to say it doesn't matter, but it does when it's you. I'm Valentine's alone in a crowded world of roses. Everybody's holding someone while I'm holding my composure. No kiss at midnight, no I can't live without you. Just a quiet little heartbreak in a room made for two. If love's a language, why don't I get spoken? Tonight the only thing you gave me is silence and a heart left open. Saw your picture, didn't mean to. You look happier than before. She's wearing red, your arm around her. Guess you don't miss me anymore. I almost texted, do you remember, then deleted it again. Some things are better left unsent when you're no longer there. There's laughter bleeding through the walls like salt inside a wound. Funny how the loneliest nights always happen in full bloom. I'm Valentine's alone, watching love through windows, dancing in the reflection. But I'm dancing solo, no champagne toast, no Polaroid proof, just mascara falling in the bathroom. Truth, if love finds everyone, tell me what I did wrong. Why does forever never last this long? Maybe I'm not hard to love, maybe you were hard to keep. Maybe I was brave enough to feel it twice as deep. And maybe next February won't look like this to me. But healing feels so far away, and you're someone I still see in everything. I'm Valentine's alone, but I'm still breathing, still believing there's a love that isn't leaving. One day flowers won't feel like goodbye, and someone will choose me without asking why. So tonight I'll cry, but I won't stay broken, because hearts like mine were never meant to stay unopened. February fades, and so will you. We had plans, at least I thought we did. Funny how silence can say so much. Reservations under your last name, 7:30 window seat. I showed her wearing red lipstick, you never showed up for me. Check my phone like every minute, try to act like I was fine. Waiter asking, is he coming? I said running behind, but you were running anywhere except out of my life. Told my friends you were different, swore you weren't the type. Now I'm sitting with forever on the loneliest night. You ghosted me on the 14th, roses dying on the table, all dressed up for a love that was never even stable. Watch the couples laughing while I fought back tears. Never felt a heartbreak louder than it is right here. One text could have saved me, just the truth You ghosted me on the 14th, like I never even mattered. All the little promises shattered, just shattered. Makeup falling slowly in the restaurant light, trying not to break in the middle of date night. Could've said you lost me, could've said it's ending, but you left me alone on a night made for remembering. Was I just a placeholder, someone easy for a while? Did you practice forever, knowing it was just a now? I would've understood the truth. Pain fades when it's said, but ghosts don't give closure, they just haunt your head. Yeah, you ghosted me on the 14th, but you don't get my forever. Someone someday's gonna love me better, so much better. I won't shrink for somebody who can't even stay. And next Valentine's, I won't beg love to stay. Next year, I won't be waiting. I knew it before you said it. Some silences are louder than goodbye. You started pulling back in small ways, canceled plans, said you were tired. Stopped saying all the future things that once felt so inspired. I asked if something changed between us. You smiled and said I'm fine, but your eyes were already somewhere I couldn't find. Love, there's a vanishing moment, it fades right you should be. And deep down I was learning you were choosing differently. He chose her, not me, like I was just a maybe. All the dreams we built together suddenly were shaking. Now you're looking at her the way you looked at me. Guess forever lost the battle with what could never be. I wasn't wrong to love you, you just weren't who I believed in. The hardest part of losing you is knowing you chose her, not me. I saw the way your face lit up when she walked into the room. The same night I once lived inside, now spelling out my doom. Tried to act like I was normal, like my heart was bulletproof. But jealousy is quiet when it's showing you the truth. You were already leaving, I'm still holding my hand. Funny how abandonment doesn't always look on brand. He chose her, not me. In a slow and silent drowning, I felt my whole world breaking while your new world was beginning. Did she get your honesty, or the version you rehearsed? Was I just the chapter you need advice? I hope you give us something real, not what you dive to me. But either way, you chose her, not me. Was I just the almost, the love that taught you how? Did she ride the moment you stopped meeting me somehow? I replay every memory, searching for the sign when your heart stopped being mine. Yeah, you drove high on me, and it shattered something all bad. Now I know my worth isn't decided, guy. Who's chosen? Someday someone's gonna see me and never question what they feel. Love won't be a competition, it'll finally be real. So thank you for the lesson, even if it broke me free. You didn't choose forever, you just didn't choose me. And someday that won't hurt anymore. And someday and Sunday that won't hurt anymore. I thought tonight would be different. Spent all afternoon getting ready, curling every strand of hope. Pick the shade of red you once said was your favorite on me most. Perfume like a promise, heels clicking confidence. Practiced every little smile, like love was still convinced. But love never showed. Crowded room, golden light, champagne shimmer everywhere. Everyone was being chosen, and I was standing there. Now I'm crying in my red dress, mascara running down perfection. Heartbreak doesn't ask permission when it wants attention. Lipstick fading on the rim of a glass I shouldn't finish. Funny how a night so pretty can feel so diminished. You were supposed to meet me here, instead I met the truth. Somebody's forever wasn't you. Saw you from across the party, laughing like we never happened. Your hand resting on her shoulder, like my world wasn't collapsing. For a second you looked guilty, then you quickly looked away, and that told me everything you were too afraid to say. Music loud but not enough to drown the sound of breaking. Crazy how a single moment can rewrite the life you're making. So I'm crying in my red dress, trying hard to hold it together. Didn't know the word you were just too little, and losing you is teaching me the middle. Yeah, I'm crying in my red dress, but I won't cry for long. Every tear that's falling is proof that I was strong. One day I'll wear this color, and it won't remind me of pain. It'll just be a dress, not a night. I had to survive again. Next time I shine, it won't be through tears. I used to wait for surprises. Now I create them. Walk past the corner flower stand, the one you never stopped to see. Used to drop hints like breadcrumbs, hoping you'd think of me. But this morning felt different. Something softened in my chest. So I picked the brightest colors and asked the vendor for the best. No special day, no grand excuse, just tired of feeling easy to lose. So I bought flowers for myself, put them right beside the window, let the sunlight hit the petals like a love I'm running to know. Don't need anybody's promise, don't need someone else's help. If you couldn't celebrate me, I'll celebrate myself. Took the long way home in silence, but it didn't feel that cold. Funny how your absence makes a different kind of gold. Every mirror looked much kinder, every step felt more like mine. Guess heartbreak has a way of introducing us to shine. I is waiting to be chosen. Now I see I was already golden. Yeah, I brought flowers for myself, every color meant forgiveness, little proof that I deserve a softer kind of living. Love was never missing, it was hiding on my shelf. The day you stopped choosing me, I finally chose myself. Maybe love was never meant to be something that I chase. Maybe it arrived the moment I give my own heart space. And if someone finds me now, they'll meet a stronger version, not a girl still asking what she could have done to earn it. Now I buy flowers for myself, and my home has never felt warmer. Turns out healing doesn't ask for anyone's permission or armor. One day someone will add to this, but they won't be my world, because before forever finds me, I found myself. And these flowers, they're not replacing love. They're reminding me I'm enough. awake and half alright. Then your name lights up my screen like a ghost I didn't invite. There you are in candlelight, roses wrapped in silver thread. She's leaning close into your shoulder in the dress I almost wore instead. Funny how my heart still races, even when I know the truth. You moved on like seasons changing while I was stuck on you. With your new girl on Valentine's, holding hands that once held mine, smiling in the way I did back when you were still my life. Did you tell her all the same things? Every always, every line. Is she standing where I stood? Your new girl on Valentine. Tried so hard to be, or maybe she's just someone who met you after me. Maybe it's not her fault, still it's hard to understand how you promised me forever, then forever changed hands. Yeah. All the love you never gave me, all the tenderness withheld. But if she makes you better, then I guess I'll be alright. Because losing you is teaching me I was never meant to beg for someone's life. Next Valentine's, I won't be watching, I'll be living. It's strange how loud a phone can be when it never rings. Used to wake up to your name lighting up my screen. Now the only thing that greets me is the space where you've been. I tell myself you're busy, people drift, it happens. But my chest knows the difference between distance and collapsing. Every minute stretches longer, every shadow feels too tall. Funny how heartbreak sometimes sounds like no text, no call, no warning, no goodbye, just a quiet kind of leaving. I keep trying to deny. Did I cross your mind at all? Did our memories fall? Or was I the only one who felt anything at all? Silence never felt so loud. No text, no call. I reread our last conversation, like the words might rearrange, searching for a hidden ending or a sentence that explains. Was it something that I missed, some signal I ignored, or did you simply stop loving me without a single word? You vanished so gently, it almost feels polite, but disappearing slowly doesn't make it hurt less at night. No text, no call, just echoes in my head. Every always that you promised now dissolving into said. If goodbye was coming anyway, why build me up so tall just to watch me break alone? No text, no call. Maybe silence is your answer, maybe quiet is your truth. Still I would have chosen honesty if I were losing you. Closure shouldn't be something we invent from messages you never sent. No text, no call, but I'm learning to let go. Some endings don't arrive the way we hope they'll show. And if you couldn't say goodbye, then I'll say it for us both. I release the version of you I love the most tonight. I won't wait for a screen to light your name. Some silences are meant to free us. Welcome. Checked in just before sunset. One suitcase, no surprise. Lobby full of roses, but no one meets my eyes. Couples riding elevators, hands tangled up like dreams, while I'm holding my reflection in the marble cold and clean. Front desk says, enjoy your evening, like they don't already know. People only come here lonely when they got nowhere else to go. So I booked a room at the Heartbreak Hotel where love checks out, but memories dwell. Always echo stories nobody dares to tell. Got a king-size bed for sleeping alone. Many bar healing hearts of stone on the loneliest night of the year. They leave the lights on here. Ordered food But tonight it's the Heartbreak Hotel, and somehow I know it too well. Still I feel something shifting, like I'm breaking this spell. Lonely doesn't mean forever, even wounded hearts can heal. And the girl who checked in crying is stronger than she feels. Check out, is it sunrise? And I won't be the same. Corner table, candle flickers, reservation under my name. Host tried not to look too curious, like alone with something strange. Couples tangled in reflections, soft laughter fills the air. Funny how a crowded room can underline that no one's there. For a moment it felt heavy, like the night might pull me under. Then I heard a quiet voice say, you don't need another. So it's champagne for one tonight, bubbles dancing in the light, toasting to the girl who finally stopped asking why. No more waiting by the door for someone unsure. If love is coming, I'll pour it pure. Champagne for one, I'm alright. Used to measure my reflection through somebody else's eyes. Now the mirror shows a woman getting stronger in real time. There's a freedom in the silence once you stop fearing the sound. Turns out rock bottom is just solid ground. Lonely isn't empty, sometimes a space to grow. And healing often starts the moment you let go. Yeah, champagne for one tonight, no apology inside. Dressing up for me instead of somebody's invite. Love shouldn't feel like guessing or earning your place. So here's to never shrinking just to fit someone's space. Champagne for one, and I'm okay. Maybe someday I'll be sitting across from someone kind, but I won't handle my worth like it isn't mine. Love will be an addition, not something I chase. And whoever holds my heart will know it's not theirs to replace. So it's champagne for one tonight, but it doesn't taste like tears, it tastes like independence after all these fragile years. Here's to every version of me that survived the unknown. Turns out the bravest thing is learning to celebrate alone. Glass half full, heart the same. Forever was my favorite word you gave me. You used it like a safety net, something strong beneath my feet. Painted futures in such detail, I could almost feel the sheets. We talked about growing older, like time was on our side. Never thought I'd live to see the day forever died. Now every promise echoes through a house we never built. Funny how the sweetest words can leave the deepest guilt. You said forever, like it wasn't just a line, like my heart was safe resting next to yours and mine. I believed every letter, every whispered endeavor. Now the hardest truth I know is forever. Chasing feelings, did you love the way I cared? Or was I simply convenient until something else was there? I replay our last December, searching for the shift. Was it sudden or a slowly loosening grip? Love shouldn't feel conditional or vanish overnight. Forever shouldn't flicker like a porch light. You said forever, then you walked away with ease. Left me holding timelines you abandoned casually. Now I'm learning some goodbyes don't even try to be clever. They just quietly around you. Yeah, you said forever, but forever shouldn't break, shouldn't disappear the moment love starts to wake. Now I know my future doesn't live in your goodbye, and someday when I hear forever, I won't be afraid to ask why. Next time, forever will mean always, or I won't stay. What gets left behind? Found it on the kitchen counter, wrapped in faded shades of red. Your handwriting on the ribbon, every word we never said. It used to feel like celebration, now it's just a cardboard truth. How something once so full of promise can look this hollow in a room. Sugar never warned me love could disappear this fast. Now all that's left is proof some sweetness doesn't last. Like an empty chocolate box, every piece already gone. Pretty packaging, but nothing to hold on to. Did we finish it together, or did you take your half and run? Now I'm staring at what's left and what we've become. Love shouldn't vanish, leaving only thoughts to replay. Just an empty chocolate box where my heart used to stay. gifts aren't meant to grow old. Now it's an empty chocolate box, no sweetness left to find, just fingerprints and memories you quietly resigned. Was it love or just a moment? Was it real or perfect timing? Either way, the taste is faded. And so are you. I used to think love meant never letting go. Now I see sometimes it means learning when to close. Not every story gets to stay. Not every heart is meant to keep its place. Yeah, it's an empty chocolate box, but I'm finally letting be what no longer chooses me. Next time love arrives, I won't ignore the cost, because I deserve a heart that doesn't leave me with what's lost. I threw the box away tonight, kept the lesson. Some words live only on paper, never brave enough for air. There's a drawer I never open, filled with versions of goodbye, ink that bled through every page. From nights I couldn't cry, I wrote about the way you laughed, the way you held my hand, all the futures I imagined, all the things you never planned. I thought if I could write it, it might soften what was true, but courage never came before I lost you. These are love letters I never sent, confessions buried in envelopes. Every I still miss you, every fragile hope. Words that could have changed it, or maybe just pretend. Now they're folded into silence. Love letters I never sent. One says I forgave you, another says I tried. One admits I'm stronger now, one still wonders why. There's a letter full of anger, one that begs you to come back. Funny how healing isn't always linear like that. If honesty arrived sooner, will we still have cracked, or were we always built to collapse? Yeah, these love letters I never sent still echo in my chest. Every sentence searching for a place to rest. And maybe some feelings are meant to remain unread. Not every I love you needs to be said. Sometimes closure is the letter that you burn. Sometimes strength is finally not returning. Maybe you were never mine to defend, just a story I had to outgrow in the end. So here's to love letters I never sent. They taught me how to heal, how to hold my heart without begging someone else to feel. Next time I love, I won't hide or pretend, because the break and choose tomorrow. It wasn't loud, just a small silence where I used to exist. Passed you on a crowded sidewalk, close enough to see your eyes. For a second, time froze somewhere between the present and goodbye. I almost said your name out loud, muscle memory remains, but you just kept on walking like we were strangers in the rain. No anger, no collision, no scene left to explain, just the quiet confirmation I don't live in you the same. You forgot me today, like my love was erasable. All the nights, all the ways now feel replaceable. I was once your always, now I'm just a face. Funny how forever can vanish without a trace. You forgot me today, and somehow that hurt more than leaving. Do you still drive by the cafe where we wasted whole afternoons? Or did the city rearrange itself the moment you chose someone new? I remember every detail, like my heart refused to archive. Crazy how a memory can survive on only one side. Maybe forgetting is mercy, maybe it helps you breathe. But remembering everything is what's haunting me. Yeah, you forgot me today, like I never held your fears, like I wasn't the one drying all those hidden tears. Tell me, did our laughter fade, or did you let it fall away? Either way, you forgot me today. I hope someday I reach a morning where your name feels small, where my heart stops reacting and nothing at all. Because healing might just be when your shadow no longer stays, and I forget you the same way. You forgot me today, but I'm learning to remember the girl I was before I knew you're forever. And maybe being erased is a strange kind of grace, making room for a love that won't lose my place. One day I won't recall this pain, just the strain it gave me. The world dressed up for love today, and somehow so did I. Storefront windows painted pink, heart-shaped everything. Crowds are carrying roses like love is guaranteed. I used to dread this date, circle it in quiet fear, but something feels different now that I'm here. No waiting on a and not looking back. Yeah, I'm single on the most romantic day, but my heart no longer breaks at the sight of bouquets. Love will find me when it's meant to stay. Until then, I'm learning I'm already enough this way. Maybe love arrives when we stop chasing time, and maybe it begins the moment we stop hiding. And if forever comes again, it won't feel borrowed or delayed. 'Cause I found myself single on the most romantic day. I'm single on the most romantic day, and I'm breathing easier than yesterday. No rushing fate, no fear to outrun, just open skies, and I'm not the only one. Love isn't late, it's just taking the right way. If you're hurting tonight, you're not the only one. There's a girl crying in her bedroom, trying not to make a sound, and a stranger on a late train watching memories break down. Someone staring at a ceiling, tracing cracks like constellations, learning love can disappear without explanations. We think we're alone in it, like nobody could understand. But heartbreak speaks a language every shattered heart has learned. Welcome to the Broken Hearts Club, where the tears fall quietly, but we wear them like proof of loving deeply. No membership required, no need to pretend. If you ever had to let go, you're already in. There's a guy deleting pictures, but he can't erase the past. And a woman throwing flowers out she thought were built to last. We're all walking proof that love is worth the risk, even when goodbye was never on the list. Pain doesn't pick favorites, it finds us all somehow. But healing starts the moment we allow it now. Yeah, this is the Broken Hearts Club. Pull up a chair, stay a while. You don't have to be strong tonight, you can just survive. Every scar is evidence you didn't live numb. Only hearts that have been open come undone. Someday we'll look back and it won't ache like this. We'll see heartbreak as a chapter, not the end of it. And the love we lost will teach us how to recognize the real thing when it comes around. So here's to the Broken Hearts Club. May we never close our doors. May we love just as bravely as we did before. One day these pieces will fit like they should, and we'll thank the pain for making us this strong. If your heart is healing, you belong. For a long time, I thought almost love was enough. I was wrong. I learned to celebrate crumbs like they were something rare. Told myself inconsistency was proof that you still cared. Been until I nearly broke just to keep the peace. Funny what we tolerate when we forget we can leave. But clarity is quiet, it doesn't scream or fight. It simply shows you what was never right. I deserve better than your half-held heart, better than wondering where you are, better than promises fading in the dark. Love shouldn't feel like guessing or begging to be seen. I deserve a love that chooses me. Used to think patience would eventually change you, but love isn't something we're supposed to persuade into. Now I see my worth was never yours to define. The moment I stopped chasing, my world realigned. Respect feels different when it's finally true, and walking away was how I returned to me. Yeah, I deserve better than almost forever, better than holding myself together, waiting for effort that never arrived. I deserve mornings that feel like light, not lonely survival, night after night. Maybe losing you was the universe protecting me, clearing space for love that won't feel conditional or fleeting. And if you ever wonder why I finally walked away, it's because I remembered I could stay. I deserve better, and I believe it now. No more shrinking, no more figuring out how. Love will meet me at the level I stand, not somewhere beneath me, reaching for scraps again. This Valentine's I gave myself a truth, and that was the moment my healing grew. Better isn't selfish, it's overdue. There's something honest about midnight, no performances, just truth. Streetlights painting gold on pavement, taxi fading out of view. He was kind, the conversation easy, but my heart never moved. Oh, me might have forced a spark, try to turn nice into fate, but he wouldn't teach his patience. And tonight I didn't chase. Cold air filling up my lungs, city humming low. For the first time in forever, I'm okay going home alone. It's midnight after the day, and I'm walking lighter. Not every almost love into future waiting to find her. No ache in my chest, no unraveling state, just quiet understanding. Midnight after the date. Window shows my reflection, stronger than before. Not searching every till midnight after the day, to intuition and grace, to no longer settling for almost taking my place. The girl who once feel this silence would highly recognize this state. There's peace waiting for me, midnight after the date. The city sleeps, and so I used to think healing would feel dramatic, but it's quieter than that. Traded black for softer colors, open curtains to the day. Let the sunlight cross the places where your shadow used to stay. There's a gentleness returning to the way I speak my name, like my heart is rediscovering it was never meant for pain. Nothing loud, nothing fast, just a steady sense that the worst has passed. I'm healing in pink, not shattered, just reshaping. Every fragile piece of me is finally waking. No rush to be fearless, no need to overthink. There's strength in choosing softness. I'm healing in pink. Stop romanticizing damage, stop calling chaos love. Turns out peace was waiting the moment I had enough. Now my reflection looks familiar, like an old forgotten friend, and I trust my own heart in ways I never did back then. Growth doesn't announce itself, it quietly appears somewhere between letting go and releasing old fears. Yeah, I'm healing in pink, and it feels like breathing deeper, like forgiving every version of my former weaker. Love will meet me gently, not push me to the brink. Until then, I'll keep healing in pink. Maybe broken, wasn't broken, just open, just tender, just human. And maybe every ending was carefully bending me toward who I am becoming. I'm healing in pink, and my heart feels lighter now. Not searching for forever, just honoring somehow that survival turned to wisdom faster than I think. There is beauty after hurting, there is healing in pink. And for the first time in a while, I like who I'm becoming. Maybe healing is just learning to believe in a version of yourself you haven't met yet. This year taught me how to lose, how to sit with empty space, how to stop searching for answers on somebody else's face. There were nights I thought the ache might never let me sleep, but time has a way of softening what we keep. Not who I was when the world fell apart. There's more quiet strength now inside my heart. Maybe next year I'll be okay, not perfect, just lighter. Memories fading, future looking brighter. Love won't feel like something I have to chase. It'll arrive gently and know my place. Next year I'll be okay. Than I've ever been now. Yeah, maybe next year I'll be okay, stronger without trying. Looking back at this version of me with compassion instead of crying. The girl who thought she'd never mend will smile at the miles she made and thank the pain for how she was remade. Hope used to feel fragile, like it might disappear. Now it feels steady, like it's already here. And if love finds me again, it won't meet the same girl. It'll meet someone wiser, ready for the world. So maybe next year I'll be okay, standing in softer light, no longer afraid of my own life. What once felt like endings, we're making space for everything waiting to take their place. Next year I won't just survive, I'll live. And for the first time I believe I used to think goodbye was the saddest word I knew, until I learned it could also mean freedom. There was a time I held on tightly, afraid of what release might mean, like letting go would erase every beautiful in between. But love doesn't disappear just because it ends. Some stories stop being chapters and start becoming lessons. Now I see us differently through softer, wiser eyes. Not everything that leaves is a loss in disguise. There's a sweetness in goodbye, a quiet kind of grace, like setting down replay the memories, looking for what went wrong. Some loves are simply meant to teach us how to be strong. And every tear that fell watered something new. Growth was always waiting on the other side of you. Closure didn't find me until I chose to see. Walking away brought me back to me. There's a sweetness in goodbye, not bitter like before. It sounds like gently closing a once wide open door. And on the other side, there's so much life to try. Funny how beginnings often hide inside goodbye. If I saw you now, I'd probably just smile, not from longing, but from traveling those miles. Because the girl you loved is stronger than she knew, and she finally understands. She was never losing, she was growing through.